Hello, welcome to Normal Game Couch. Today I'm playing Another World. I'm kind of waiting for a specific person to come in. I don't see that person in the room yet. So uh, it says 0 on the screen, but if you're there, go ahead and type something out. I know that number is not always accurate. I'm willing to wait, but I hope I don't have to wait too long because the show does start at 8. Okay, there you are. It says 0 people in the room. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay, there it just popped up. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and jump into Another World. That sounded a lot cooler than I intended it to. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into Another World here. This is, of course, the classic Eric Chahi cinematic platformer. It's called a cinematic platformer. There's no heads-up display on the screen. There's no ammo count. There's no objective arrows. There's no map screen. There's nothing like that. It's just the character in the game world progressing from really just point A to point B throughout the entirety of the game, solving puzzles and whatnot. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. And as I play through, I do plan on playing it multiple times through, because it is a relatively short game if you know what you're doing. I do plan on playing multiple times through. I call it the triple clear event. I may even go a little more than that. I might do 4 times, maybe 5 if I'm making really good time. But I want to play it for at least 3 hours. That's my plan. But we will go ahead and start this here. This is the intro. When I saw this 20 years ago, it blew my mind. Of course, back then it was not in HD, but it still looked really good. I saw a post on the internet. Someone was talking about this game that's in game development now, and they said this opening sequence is what made them want to get into the video game industry and become a director for cinematic sequences. Now, this game was largely made by Eric Chahi himself. This was a labor of love over 2 years. Hopefully it shows in the quality of the game itself. It's a phenomenal game. It's a really important game to me, and I hope you enjoy it too. So thank you for watching. We're going to check out the intro, and then we'll get started with the game. Alright, so there was a problem at the particle accelerator. It teleported me here. I'm playing one Lester Knight Chaikin. He is a researcher at at something kind of like the Large Hadron Collider. It's a particle accelerator. Now you got to remember this was 20 years ago, before people that was really in the mainstream. So that concept was kind of ahead of its time. These slugs here, they will attack me if I get too close. And I have to kill them all too, and you'll see why in a second. If I don't take them all out, it's going to be a problem for me later. These ones are kind of falling in unfortunate places. So I find myself on this strange world. I don't really know why I'm here or what's going on, but I decided to walk around and investigate, and lo and behold, a big giant creature ready to chase me, so I gotta run the other way. Good thing I killed those slugs. Now it's running to the right for my life. And this is our first glimpse of this world's inhabitants. So now I find myself imprisoned. I'm in a cage with one of their kind hanging above a pit. I'm in a cage suspended by a rope. There's seemingly no way out, and there's a guard down there. But what you can do, start rocking back and forth. That guard is starting to get angry. That did the trick. Now that alien that was imprisoned with me pointed me in that direction, so I'll follow him. I don't really know who he is or what his story is, but so far he looks like the only ally that I have. Pistol works. Now, fortunately, I know how the one cool aspect of the pistol is the ability to create shields, but they're only temporary, so I have to keep putting them up. He's hacking a control box to open this door on the right. Gotta keep the shield up for him to be able to do that. Alright, now take this elevator down. The bottom floor. Okay, we just took out the electricity there. So now we can go up a level. And see, normally if you don't take out the electricity, that guy on the bottom floor, all those three doors in front of him open up and then he blasts you. But since I took out the electricity, he won't be able to do that. So he can't get the doors open in time, so I can run by. Okay, now what? This guy knows about a trap door, so I'll fall down through and try to roll my way out of here. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna turn the. I forgot to turn the lamp on. I'm gonna go turn it on real quick because it's getting kind of dark in here. Okay, sorry about that. I usually have the lamp on, but it slipped my mind this time. Okay, so now I'm in these underground kind of air ducts, I guess. But there's steam that I have to watch out for. If I get hit. Okay, this one just pops on real quick. I should be able to get by it without any problems. Now I have to decide if I want to go left or right. I happen to know that I want to go to the right. And it's clear sailing from here on out. Well, for that section. Okay, now this chamber to the left is where I'm able to refill the energy of my gun. So it's a good idea to keep my gun stocked with energy whenever I can. And blast my way through these walls. And that was 3 super blasts that I used to do that, so I'm going to refill my gun again. Because that drains the energy pretty quick. Take that guy out. There's my buddy, just ran across the screen, being chased. They don't like defectors on this planet. Nothing to do here but blast a hole in the wall. Let's walk through and see what we can find. Alright, now this is the underground tunnel section. There's a certain order that you have to do everything here. You gotta fall down down these holes. You want to walk off to the right here first. Okay, those the dangling I don't know, kind of like seaweed plant kind of looking thing will reach down and grab me if I linger below it too long. There's a lot of those up ahead, so I'd have to be careful through these caves. Okay, now this part is pretty rough. You can get these rocks fall in a repeating pattern. What I want to do is run past them before they land on me. The trick to this is to start running just a moment before you think you should. And you see ahead of me there's more of those dangling vines that'll grab me if I'm not careful. They, as you just saw, they won't grab you if you run by. They're not quick enough if you're running. These things on the ground are like pits with teeth in them, so if I step on one, it'll chomp down on my leg, and I'll die and have to start this section over. Now spacing here, positioning is very important. If I jump too far, I land in the next one, so I gotta be careful not to jump too far. Alright, now this is a tricky section if you don't know what to do, but these guys are susceptible to laser fire, so... Oh, it was a little too close. Oh, God. Jumped too far. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, wrong button. I've been pressing the wrong button because I've actually been practicing on the Super Nintendo, and the controls are reversed. Like, literally just, like, straight up reversed. So it took a little while to get used to. There we go. Don't want to fall down these pits. There's, I think, spikes down that one, so... Alright, finding my way through these tunnels. Okay, I'm gonna blast a hole through here, because I'll need access to this section later. The idea is to flood this area with water, and then swim down later, because there's a fuse box that I need to shoot out. So we'll be back here in a moment. And do the same trick again. Didn't position myself properly here. Let's try that again. Wrong button. I'll get it down to. I'm still kind of new to the PlayStation 4 version of this, but I'll get it down to the right button here soon. There we go. It's all about timing. Now, this section, I don't have to shoot that guy. I can just... If I run and jump and just keep running, I'll be too fast for him to catch me. Same with that guy. Alright, now I walk up this ramp. That creature there, hanging on the ceiling, is a pterodactyl. I'm going to have to fire a shot at him. So he gets... wrong button. So he gets wrapped up in that hingy thing, so that that trap is otherwise preoccupied and won't have time to, won't be able to grab me when I need to go by. So we'll just hop across these stalactites. See, that's where he would have got me if he wasn't busy with the pterodactyl. And then jump back on top of this rock. Alright, now we need to reposition this rock here. So let's blast out the bottom of it. And we can use that as a ramp to get tunnels. Alright, now this was always one of my favorite parts, growing up playing this game as a kid. You have to create a hole in this rock here, and the water is going to come down and start chasing me through these tunnels. You'll see here in a second that it requires some pretty precision time. And I died. Okay, let's try this again. In this version of the game, I noticed they're very generous with the checkpoints. Super Nintendo was not this generous with the checkpoints. Alright, come on, we'll get through this. This actually isn't that hard. I've done it like a million times the past couple weeks. Alright. And make our way through here. All right, now this part here, this whole section here, is probably the most difficult part in the whole game. You can see my buddy down there. He's stuck. He needs to get through these air ducts, but he's stuck. I'm gonna have to help him out. I know where to go to do that, but this whole part is a process. It's best done in a very particular way. So I'm gonna try to make my way through and do it as cleanly as possible here. Sometimes I can get this guy before he puts up a shield. Alright, now this guy, we have this door between us. He's going to, I need to taunt him into rolling a grenade at me. Now, the grenade bounces off of doors, so check out this move. Rolls the grenade, bounces off, kills him instead. Might as well go ahead and re-energize my gun here. Alright, now this guy, there's a guy walking underneath these globes. I'm going to shoot the globe down right when he's underneath it. The reason you want to do that is because that guy, I think, might actually be impossible to get by if you don't kill him this way. You need to, or knock him out. You need to take him out in that fashion, or he is such a pain in the neck to deal with later on. I think I might have gotten past him once, but he rolls grenades, puts up shields, and fires lasers at you, and it doesn't seem like he has to charge his gun as much as you have to charge your gun. It seems like he's got like a better gun than you, so he can do everything like rapid fire. Alright, that guy didn't even get a chance to draw his weapon. Now, when I run to the right here, there's going to be a cool kind of in-gameplay cinematic. Alright, now you remember my alien friend was in the air ducts up above. The gate was being held down by the weight of this chandelier. So I can shoot this chandelier down, and then he'll be able to get through. Okay, now this part coming up is probably the hardest part in the whole game. I'm going to refill my gun, because I don't know how much energy I have left on it. But I really would rather not have to tempt fate and run out of energy at like the worst possible moment, which is kind of how my luck would go in that situation. All right, hardest part in the whole game coming up. Here we go. That went pretty well. Alright, now you'll see this is where the water that we released from the underground source leveled off at. And you should recognize this cave system once we swim down into it. That's where I shot the door out. And this is the cave system that we were in earlier. If I swim for too long down here, I drown. So I gotta be careful. It's an air pocket here. Get some air. Alright, now there's like a... you see the electric wiring down there. I need to take out those electrics. Gotta watch out for those moths trying to bite me. I've only been playing for about half an hour. I'm really just starting. This is the first time through the game. I plan on going through at least 3 times on the stream. But yeah, thank you for joining the stream. Thanks for watching. Alright. Now you remember that guy that we took out with the globe, where I waited for him to walk underneath it, and I shot the rope and it fell down. Should have knocked him out. So let's check it out. He should be over here. Yeah, there he is. That's my handiwork there. That guy is such a pain in the neck to get past if you don't use the globe. All right, this is a really cool action sequence here. I'm gonna let it speak for itself. My buddy up there in the ducks. There's a air duct above me, and there's my alien friend. He pulls me up. Alright. Let's run behind this building. Oh, he's being held up at gunpoint. Let's go in there and save him. Alright, buddy. Let's do this. Let's get out of this place. He throws me across. He can't make it. Alright. So now what do we gotta do? We gotta go save him. So let's try to save him. Ah! Wrong button. Oh, the old SNES button reversal here. Okay. He's hanging for his life there. Alright. So this looks kind of like like it might be their church or something, like an alien church. Alright, so this guy, I need to trick this guy into hitting that button above his head, that little red flashing light. So I'm going to hold him up at gunpoint. He's going to think he's clever and hit that button, but what that did is it brought down the door on the level above me, which will enable me to go up there and kill that guy. But before I do, I need this guy to roll about 6 or 7 grenades at me. So let's put up a shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should do it. You'll see why in a second. Alright, gotta take out these electrics. Go back up. Now that guy was rolling grenades. This is the reason here. It made a huge crater down into the lower levels, so let's go down here, run to the right, and jump across. Hit that lever. That lever is going to release the beasts in the cages on the level down here. So that causes chaos, distracts them so I can get away. Alright, if I walk to the left, a bridge will extend, and then we can ride this teleporter up. Alright, now we're in some kind of tank. I don't want to spoil the reason for this tank being here, but we'll see in a moment. There's a kind of gladiatorial arena here where the aliens fight the beasts. Now I gotta punch in a code here and hit the eject button. Alright, now this is probably the second hardest part of the whole game. A lot of it depends on luck, really. It all depends on like when they put their shields up and whatnot, but alright, we got it clear, let's make an escape. There's my friend. Oh, I lost my footing. And that leads to this cinematic. He's looking up there wondering where I am. And this guy grabs me. There's not really much I can do. He's got me in dire straits, so let's crawl to the oh, there's my friend. Alright, let's crawl to the right here, try to get away from him. It's a slow crawl, man. So you can see above me there's some kind of it looks almost like a rocket engine or some kind of ion engine or something. So these levers on the right must activate that, right? So let's wait for our moment and start pulling these levers. And crawl backwards. I opened up the canopy above. So let's try to get out of here. Lasers coming in. There you go. That was Another World, aka Out of This World. Very short, but short because I knew what I was doing. I've been playing this game for, well, for 20 years, but for the past couple weeks I've been playing it hardcore because I knew it was coming out on PS4 and I knew I wanted to stream it, so I've been playing it a lot. That's why it was so short. But I want to, this is a marathon and I'm only 36 minutes in, so I'm gonna play it a few more times. Yeah, kind of a speed run. That's, I mean, that's not what I was going for, but yeah, kind of a speed run when you think about it. But I'm gonna bump up the difficulty and try to get through it again, and just kind of just keep going at it. Yeah, it's short when you know what you're doing. It's a great game to explore, but when you know like exactly what to do, you can get through it very quickly. So let's bump up the difficulty. How about we go ahead and do the remastered sound, and that has a lot of different sound effects that. I'm glad I could save you money, but it's definitely worth it though if you want to experience the classic for yourself. Let's start over at all these graphics have been retouched by Eric Chahi himself. So you know you're kind of playing for the experience of the you're paying for the experience of like the to see the remastered edition for yourself and to actually control Lester through this world. That's a unique experience. I don't think that should be missed. So hopefully you'll decide to spend the $7.19 and feel it for yourself instead of see it for yourself. But I bumped up the difficulty and I switched the audio to the remastered audio soundtrack. So I'm going to go ahead and play through it with those different options engaged and rewatch the intro and basically just do the whole thing again. So one of my favorite intros in gaming, one of my favorite cinematics in gaming, I should say. Yeah, it's a short game. I was calling this the Another World Triple Clear Marathon, but I think marathon was the wrong word. So I switched to event because marathon denotes like 7 or 8 hours or longer. But yeah, Flashback, definitely another great cinematic platformer from back in the day. There's also Prince of Persia. But everyone lumps Flashback and Another World together because they're so similar. They both have kind of that sci-fi edge to them. But yeah, Prince of Persia is another game in the genre. There's also something like that. But if you like games like this and Flashback, they're technically called cinematic platformers. So look up that keyword on Google and I think there's a Wikipedia page for cinematic platformers. So all right, so this guy is starting up the particle accelerator, doing a little experiment. Lester Knight Chaikin. Funny story about Eric Chahi. This is one of my favorite inside game development stories. Eric Chahi actually rotoscoped photos of himself and drew bitmaps over him and everything to create the in-game sprite assets. When he was testing the game, he found himself quite disturbed by watching himself die over and over and over again. So he changed Lester's hair color to red. So it seemed less like him when he was playtesting. I always thought that was an interesting story. So that's how Lester. I love the particle accelerator from 20 years ago. That wasn't really a well-known science back then. So the idea of that is in this game is ahead of its time. These ones that drop from the ceiling can get you if you're not careful. I didn't even see that one. Didn't really see that one either. I think they're sneaking them in. This is a great sequence here. I watched a movie recently called Attack the Block, and if you're not familiar, there's these creatures in that movie that look just like the beasts from this game. Great movie too. Moses from that movie is actually going to be in the new Star Wars movies, Episode 7. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, check out Attack the Block. That's a great flick. I would like to see Flashback come out like remastered on the PlayStation 4, but I don't think that's going to happen. A lot of people think that Flashback and Another World are related. They're not related. They just they look very similar. I can see why people think that, though. I used to think that myself. So you hear the remastered alien speech there. Shooting at my friend. There's a sequel to Flashback called Fade to Black on the PlayStation 1. It's a pretty bad game, but I kind of find myself liking it. Picked it up at a retro game shop near my house not too long ago. I'll probably sink my teeth into that sometime soon. Alright, now on normal, I think there's a guy in here, so yeah. Take out those electrics. Run for my life. I don't know if my my alien friend in this has a name. I know at the beginning when you break out of the cage, he says. I always thought it sounded like he was talking about like his tuba, like my tuba. But there's a whole like meme on the internet about what he says, and a lot of people seem to think he says my Karuba. I don't really know why they're hearing that. I don't hear that at all. Alright, now this part is actually kind of tricky for me with the new audio because I used to count like the sounds of the puffs of smoke, but or steam, but it's all different now. Can't use my old tricks. So since this is my second time through it on this particular stream, I'm not going to like comment on every little thing that I do. I mean, I am gonna keep doing the commentary, of course, but like you know what that energy refilling station is by now. I don't need to spell it out for you every single time. I just kind of wanted to help aid the game's narrative by explaining what was going on. But now I can just run through it. Rocks fall a lot faster on the middle difficulty here. Plus their pattern changes a little bit too. That was close. I think I might be doing better on normal than I did on easy. Maybe I'm getting the feel for it again. Its reverse controls were really throwing me off at first. Of course, I say that and then I die. Still, even though I'm playing on normal, though, I still get the very generous checkpoints, which I kind of have mixed feelings about. There's something for the old school Amiga/SNES version where they didn't like throw checkpoints at you. You kind of had to work towards it more. It was more of a, like, you know, each individual chapter of the game was more of a big deal. Maybe when you bump it up to hard, maybe you get those difficult checkpoints. Maybe I'll try that toward the end of the stream. I'll probably play through normal a couple times, and then maybe do... I did call this the triple clear event, but this is a very short game, so I might actually go through it more than 3 times. But maybe the last time I go through it... Maybe the last time I go through it, I'll try it on hard. Check that out. I'm pretty confident with my skills in this game. Like I said, you know, I've been practicing. Wrong button. For those of you just joining, I got to tell you, I'm struggling with the controls because on the Super Nintendo they are literally reversed. They are literally the opposite of PlayStation 4. So that is kind of a struggle for me. There you go. Gotta go ham. Gotta go ham. Let's go that pterodactyl. This is a beautiful game. I read an interview with Eric Chahi, actually, and they were talking about the process of converting this game into HD, and I was actually quite surprised that he himself did a lot of the retouching on the background and stuff. Well, see, on the Super Nintendo version, this button is shoot, and that button is run, and they are flipped on the PlayStation version. So I've been playing the Super Nintendo version for like the last 3 weeks. So I've kind of developed like a muscle memory for getting through a lot of these sections, and I'm finding it really difficult to reorient my brain to these controls. But I'm kind of getting the hang of it. I jumped too soon. There's generous checkpoints in here. As a kid, this cave system was always one of my most frustrating sections in gaming. As an adult, one of my most frustrating sections in gaming is this whole part here. This whole I don't know, this what would this be like? Kind of like later. No, I don't think there's a I don't think there's like a controller setup or controller screen where you can see the buttons laid out. See, I'm thinking about the controller again and screwing up. But no, there's like no options for the controller at all. They don't have like a controller map or anything like that, which is too bad. But I mean, it's not game breaking because there's really just 2 buttons. It's just I'm just mixing them up because I'm used to them being the other way. If you're playing for the first time or you hadn't played the Super Nintendo version in a while, or you're coming into it new or something, then you won't have the same problem I'm having. Just my muscle memory is killing me. Gotta hear that scream. If you miss him, he starts shooting lasers at you, trying to hit you through that gap. But, did I get... Yeah, I'm full. Okay. Well, I mean, it's a remake of a Amiga game from 20 years ago, so I think it does what it's set out to do. And, I'm kind of pleased with the attention to detail on the HD backgrounds that Eric Chahi himself drew. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, he could have just wiped his hands of this game and forgot about it and let someone else take the reins, but he came back to it and touched it up himself, and I think that's really cool. I always feel in this part like I just killed all those guys, so I always feel in this part like I'm sure I would have the energy enough in my gun to be able to get past those two guys that come at you from either direction, but I always kind of feel like I'm gonna run out right when I need energy the most. So I always make the extra trip back up that I probably don't need to make to refill my gun. But one of the cool things in the HD remake here, this part frustrates the crap out of me on the Super Nintendo version because they come in at when you cross over like certain invisible lines here. But you have to put up a shield here, which well, apparently you can't see it. I noticed before you could see it, but that was probably because I was playing on easy. Yeah. Never mind then. Now that I'm playing on hard, it is a little harder, I guess. On easy, you can see these behind the pillars. Up a few shields. Where are you? Why are you not coming in? God, that guy on the right is like... They usually come in like at about the same time. That guy on the right is being a slowpoke. There we go. And make sure I don't run out of air down here. This is the same tunnel. Well, no, not that way. The same tunnel system from before. I was walking around down here trying to jump over those gaping maws. Get some air. Shoot out these electrics. Dive back into the drink. Yeah, every time I buy a game on PSN, I'm like, one of these days this game's going to be free on PSN, because they pretty much all end up being free eventually. But I don't know. I don't want to live my life like that. Like, I'd really like to play that, but I'm going to wait till it's free. But I don't know. I think this game's worth it. It's short, but it offers an experience that you can't really get anywhere else. And like I said, I haven't played it on hard in the remake yet, so I don't know what kind of surprises or changes are in store for me there. I'm sure it's probably just like more difficult AI and probably more environmental hazards and stuff like that. Ah, see, that's because I died. That guy is impossible to get by if you can't. I don't know if you can switch the graphics while playing, but I mean, I could quit out and go to the menu and do that, but I kind of want to keep these. Oh, that guy. I kind of want to keep these solid experiences. See, some of these guys respawn. That's something that that doesn't happen on easy. See, that guy underneath the hanging globes there, he's really difficult to beat if you don't take him out in this particular way. So I kind of feel like it's worth going back to do it this way. Recharge my gun. But yeah, man, Flashback would be awesome. I can only hope that one day they release Flashback remastered on the PS4. I don't know what kind of stuff reset when I died. I really hope that the electrics underneath the tunnel system are still shot out, and I really hope the chandelier to the left is still shot down. But I guess we'll see. I kind of don't know like what changes when you die in this, because I usually don't. Not to pat myself on the back or anything. I'm pretty good at this, but you die a lot in this game. That's by design. It's not really a lot you can do. I should have walked further and put my shield up then. Yeah, I guess we're about to find out if... okay, yeah. That guy's still dead. That's a good sign. Or knocked out, at least. I'm gonna play through this a few times on the stream tonight. What? I had a shield up. Ugh. But yeah, I'm going to play through this a few times on the stream tonight. Hey, what's up, Artorias? But next time I play through, I think I'll switch to the original graphics settings and the original sound effects and do like a full-on nostalgia trip. Gotta keep these shields up, man, because they seem to go down a lot faster than you think they would. I think that's because I'm playing on normal instead of easy. Yeah, see, the guy's not coming out. My guy's supposed to come... Oh, great. Yeah, I see what the problem is. I just died on purpose, by the way. Okay, I have to go take that chandelier down again. Because apparently that reset too. Yeah, see, there it is. Why did that reset? Chandeliers magically rehanging themselves. It makes me wonder if the electrics reset too. I'd better go down and check. This might be a redundant trip down here, but if things are getting reset because I died one time, I don't want to get, like, stuck later. Get some air. Yeah, I can see the power line over there. The electrics are still shot out. That did not reset, so let's go back. Yeah, that ended up being redundant, but it's cool. Still got to get more air though. You don't have enough air to swim all the way back without stopping in this little section here. I'm doing a 3-hour stream on the Super Nintendo. See, I decided to do a 3-hour stream because each playthrough on the Super Nintendo takes about an hour, but I played through this, and mind you, I know everything to do. I know all the steps to take, but my first playthrough here took like, I don't know, like 35 minutes. Although I was playing on easy, and now I'm playing on normal. So, and I'm going to play on hard later too. Okay, now hopefully this guy is still knocked out. Yes. Alright, so I got the chandelier, got the electrics. Let's move on. Yeah, it's actually my old Rock Band microphone. I have it attached to a microphone stand that I built myself. But it seems to work pretty well. I have a couple of microphones that I use. I have a more professional microphone it's an omnidirectional one, but wanted this. With this game, I wanted the unidirectional microphone. The omnidirectional microphone is good for the multiplayer game I'm doing, and I got other people sitting around. But it's a pretty good microphone, you know, for what it is. It's just an old Rock Band microphone, nothing special, but it works pretty well. Yep, USB. Alright, now this part is kind of tricky because if you land in this hallway and put up your shields right away, invariably you get killed just because of the spacing involved. So you gotta run back, put up a shield, and take it out. That guy was too fast for me. We'll get it this time. Hopefully. Right on. I think this is the alien church. They still have bars on the windows. This guy's got to hit that button to shut the door upstairs. That gives me the time I need to charge a shot and take that guy out. That upstairs guy. This guy's got to roll grenades down to clear a passage for me later. Take those electrics out, go back up. Fall down the hole created by the grenades. Grenades. Pull that lever, release the hounds, and jump down into the fray. my buddy? Come on, guy. Let's go get your tuba. I got this code memorized. There's nothing on the nothing to indicate what buttons to press. You just kind of gotta know it. Yeah, gotta take out those widgets, you know. This part can get pretty hairy. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Pretty good so far. I think there was one more guy. I must have took two out at once. One of those times. And thus begins the slow crawl. Come on, Lester. Now, I'm about to beat this game again, but I'm gonna play. The next time I play through, I'm switching everything to original settings. The original graphics and original audio and all that. So you get to see what the game looked like 20 years ago on the Amiga PC. Yeah, the bathhouse scene. When this came out on Super Nintendo, Nintendo wasn't thrilled about the naked alien butts. So Nintendo made them censor it. They said, you get 3 pixels per butt crack. That was Nintendo's stipulation. 3 pixels. If it was more than 3 pixels, you know, it wouldn't fly with Nintendo. 3 pixels per butt crack on the alien chicks. So I know a lot of weird, like, trivia like that. Switch to the original graphics, the 20-year-old Amiga graphics and audio, and play through again. I mean, like I say, you know, I know it's a short game. I could just replay this game for hours. I love this game. So I don't know if I can skip the credit sequence. I will let it play, I guess. Stop scrolling though. Okay, yeah, we'll just let it do its thing. Whatever. Yep, that was bumped up to the normal difficulty. I'm going to do a couple more normals and save the hard difficulty for last. I haven't played that yet. I don't know what the yeah, I think you can switch the graphics. I don't know if you can switch the graphics on the fly. I think you have to quit out, go to the menu, and change it. And then there's a whole chapter selection. You can pick out whatever chapter you want. I'll show you. I'll show you what there is. Okay, so see, at any time of the game, I can quit out, change, you know, toggle the settings around, and then jump in to literally any chapter in the whole game. But I kind of like playing the game as, like, you know, all the way through. I don't like to quit out and change things halfway through, so... But let's switch it to the original sound. Low resolution. Low resolution already seemed to be on when I was in here, but I don't think that was. I don't think that was the case. Hello, Nevea. Thank you for joining the stream. I don't know how long you've been here. You might have just seen the end of the game, which is unfortunate for you because you didn't get any of the exposition. But we're switching everything to original graphics and original sound, and go ahead and do another playthrough here. This will be my third one, but I think I'm gonna keep going because I'm only an hour and 13 minutes in. I kind of feel like I want to play it more than that. And I gotta go all the way back through this menu to the beginning. Since I wasn't gonna play the intro again, but since I changed the graphics, we'll play the intro again. Oh yeah, there's the low res. Yeah, that's the original original graphics there for sure. All right. Well, if you want to see, I see that you have a test, Nevea, and of course that's more important than watching some guy play a game on Twitch. But I can tell you, this game really only takes about half an hour to play through. So if you want to stick it out for a playthrough, it'll only take half an hour, and then you can get to your studying. It takes longer to scroll the chat than to beat the game. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good. But yeah, I'm marathoning this, so I'm gonna be on here for a while. Like, you know, I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for, but I'm kind of into this game, and it's kind of, for me, it's something that I can just do over and over again because I enjoy it. I enjoy the visuals. To me, it's like looking at a kind of like a interactive painting, and you know, it kind of doesn't get old for me. I could just play this over and over again. You know, ad infinitum, so they say. Or is it ad nauseum? One or the other. Speaking of games with particle accelerator mishaps, if anyone out there is a fan of point-and-click adventure games, I highly recommend a game called Resonance. In fact, I believe I even mentioned it on my FAQ on the channel page. That's an excellent game, made by the creators of Gemini Rue, which is another one of my favorites. Wadjet Eye Games. They make excellent games. So yeah, here's the original graphics. Eric Chahi came in and redid everything for the HD release. Redid the animations and redrew the backgrounds and everything, and that's cool that like he would involve himself in that capacity, when I'm sure he could have just like handed it off to someone else. Said, here, make this look pretty. But Eric Chahi, he did it himself, man. So this whole game is kind of like a prison escape. I mean, that's basically what it is. You're playing the beginning through to conclusion of a prison escape. And there's a lot of interesting, you know, ways to look at it, too, because with one of the aliens. So what's his story? You never really find out, but it's fun to imagine. Maybe he must have done something wrong, or maybe they didn't. Maybe it's like a police state, and they just arrest people for looking at him the wrong way. But he seems to be my friend throughout the narrative of the game. Uh, so maybe this kind of thing has happened on this planet before. I remember the first time I played this when I was much younger. Uh, I didn't know what to do here. I didn't know that I could get the cage rocking as much as I can. So I just sat there for 5 minutes, not knowing what to do. I love the flash of there's like one frame of skeletal flash when they're being electrocuted by my lasers, and then they fall apart into charcoal, char, bone, ash stuff. Let me know if the stream keeps lagging. How come that shot didn't work? There we go. So I got the original graphics and the original sound. So now I can count the Steam ticks. Ah, counted wrong. Triangle. What does that do? Oh, that switches between the graphics. All right, cool. I didn't know that, so thank you for telling me that. But for this time through, I'm going to keep it the original graphics, because I got the original sound on too. So that one kind of sneaks up on you. So that's cool. I didn't know you could switch on the fly. There was nothing in the menu that told me that. So thanks for finding that out for me. I appreciate it. And I saw that you sent me a friend request. I will accept that after the stream, so thanks for that. I stream every Monday and Tuesday, so keep coming back, man, because I'm always doing something different, man. Did he kill me? He killed me. Killed me out of frame. I was still partially in the cave. I gotta put a shield up this time. This guy's a little more aggressive on this. Oh, why not? The guy seems to be a little more aggressive on this difficulty. But I accidentally just killed him when I tried putting a shield up. Works for me. This sequence is a little different in the Super Nintendo version. Some of the pass-throughs there are in different locations. Ah, forgot about that. These rocks really come down fast, man. See, I think on the Super Nintendo version, there's actually a considerable amount of slowdown in that falling rock section. So you kind of get used to him falling at a certain speed. And you have to relearn it for the PlayStation 4 version, which doesn't suffer from the slowdown. Ran right into that one. So many ways to die in this game. Alright. Gotta remember my reverse controls here. Don't want to just jump to my death here. Super Nintendo had reverse controls, and that's kind of been a problem since I started the stream, but getting kind of used to this here. So weird pressing square to jump instead of X. Alright. Keep her running. They can't grab you if you're running. Wrong button. Alright, that strangler is going to get occupied with that pterodactyl, so I can sneak by here. And let's make a ramp. Wrong button. Let's make a ramp for ourselves. Oh, these reverse controls. Can't remap them either. I mean, as far as I know, I didn't see any option like that. Alright, one of my favorite sections of this game. Run, dude. Kind of slow there for a second. I don't know what happened. Alright. There's my buddy. Stuck in that air duct. Let's help him out. You just kind of put up a shield, didn't you? You usually kill that guy before he puts up a shield, but not that time. Let's trick this guy into rolling a grenade on himself. I'll get recharged on my way back. See, I didn't get him that time. He's gonna be really hard to take out. I think I might have to die on purpose, because if you don't take that guy out, yeah. If you don't take that guy out with that globe, he's like impossible to get past later. Yeah, I bet you like the world record speedrun times are something like 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, like, I know it's a quick game. It's one of these games where, like, if you know everything to do, you can get through it really quick. I I mean, when I played this back when I was a kid, I'd play it for hours at a time because I spent a lot of time exploring and checking out like weaknesses and structures and seeing what walls I could destroy and stuff like that. All right, I don't want to miss this guy this time. All right, he stops when he comes back. There's a guy. What this is a reflection of a guy walking underneath the globes. In case you couldn't see what that was, it's weird if you're seeing it for the first time. But I just took that guy out, recharged my gun. All right, have a good night. Thanks for checking the stream. Of course, you can watch it on the archive later if you want to see the whole game. I am almost done, by the way, but I understand that you have to study. That comes first. Yeah, I am like seriously almost done. Probably like 10 more minutes. Just kick this guy in the nards. Alright, let's go shoot down this chandelier. This is the thing that's holding the grate down. The weight of this is holding the grate down in the air duct, preventing my alien buddy from escaping, crawling through. Yep. How about this one? Or that one? Or this one? Or that one? You gotta get a chandelier. Man, I have no idea how much charge my gun has. I always get nervous in this part because I know what's coming, and those guys are pretty relentless. I like to have a fully charged gun. Alright, let's hope I survive this time. I know Nevaeh has to get to studying, so let's hope I don't have to redo this part. Marble Callum. Few shields. Awesome. That went surprisingly well. I usually have a hard time with that part. You gotta get a chandelier. How about this one? Or that one? Or this one? Or that one? Oh, and Nevaeh, in case you're wondering, I am playing the HD remaster of this game, but I'm playing it with its original graphics settings. It can look a lot better than this. I'm just choosing to play it with its original graphics settings for this particular playthrough. Either way, it's a beautiful game. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. It can look a lot better than this. Yeah, go up. I need the air. I can't remember his name, but one of the viewers here pointed out I can press triangle to switch between the remastered graphics versions and the original on the fly. So maybe when I get out of this water, I'll show you. Just so you can see, because I know you're going to have to go, and I don't think you've seen this game in the HD remaster yet. So I'll show you what it looks like. But yeah, I'm seriously almost done. So. Alright, so this is the original graphics, and I can press triangle. That's the HD remaster. This is a pretty good example of how it looks different. But like I said, for this particular playthrough, I'm playing through the original graphics. So I'll set it back and keep it like that for the rest of the game. All right. This is a pretty cool action sequence here. I saw my alien buddy air ducts because I removed the weight holding that grate up. Come on, guy, lift me up. Alright, now this is pretty much the final sequence of the game here. It's pretty much like one big action sequence from here on out. It takes place in different steps, but yeah, pretty much one big action sequence. Tosses me across. And he's stuck there until I help him, so... Ah! Nobody tosses a dwarf. Come on, guy. Get shot. Right on. Alright, as near as I can tell, this is the alien church. I'm just guessing that because of what looks like stained glass, but I actually don't know. Stick him up. Alright, he hits the button, puts down the door upstairs, which gives me a chance to charge my gun when I need to. Throw some grenades down. You'll see why I need that to happen in a moment. Charge my weapon. Take out these electrics. And fall down the hole that the grenades made. And then just run to the right. It's dark in here. That releases the hounds on the floor below me, which causes enough chaos for me to escape unnoticed. Gotta release those beasts. Extend the bridge. Come on down. Let's go. Ride the teleporter up. Shrug your shoulders. Why me? Alright. I'm going to play through the hard difficulty next. I don't know what that's going to be so different about it. Put in the code, which I happen to know. Hit the eject button. And get to the alien bathhouse with the naked alien ships. Ah! I jumped through the shield. You get 3 pixels. 3. Any more and we're putting the kibosh on it. Oh, come on. Right home. There's my alien buddy. I don't know what to call him. My alien buddy. Maybe someone can go on Google and see if that guy has a name. My alien friend. Maybe I start calling him Eric. Because of Eric Chahi. That doesn't make any sense. The redheaded dude is Eric. Rotoscoped, but Eric still. Fisticuffs. Alright, Nevaeh, the game is almost over. If you get like a bad grade on your test or whatever, don't take it out on me. I'm just saying. Don't blame me. Pull the levers. Crawl back. Slowest crawl ever. I'm hurt. I thought that other crawl was the slowest crawl ever. I think this might be. Alright. Time to get out of here. My alien friend. Riding off into the sunsetless sunset. Like that 80s synth. Flock of seagulls up in this piece. He had to scooch to the levers. Scooch to the right a little bit. Pull those levers. Little scooch. My alien friend. That's what I've been calling him. Gotta scooch off to that pterodactyl. I'm digging the 80s synth, man. Now go back to another Earth. It's a sunsetless sunset. But yeah, thanks for watching, Nevaeh. Glad you could stick around for the whole thing, well, for the one playthrough of the game. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, bump up the difficulty to hard and see what that's all about. Let's do the let's do everything. Let's go hardcore, man. Hardcore all the way. Difficulty hard, remastered sound, high resolution. This is like the ultimate version of the game. See you later, Nevaeh. Thanks for stopping in. I'll try to catch one of your streams this week, but thanks for checking out mine, and glad you can make it. Alright, let's see. Difficulty hard, sound remastered, high resolution. We are good. We are good. This is going to be like the hardcore version of the game. I've never played this game on hard. The Super Nintendo version didn't have the a difficulty option, and I had a Tandy back in the day. I didn't have an Amiga, so while everyone else was off playing Another World, I was playing King's Quest, which I wouldn't trade for anything, but I'm just saying, I didn't play this on hard back in the day, so... Alright, difficulty hard, sound remastered, high resolution. Let's do this. Let's scroll back through the chapters, which takes longer than playing the actual game. That was pretty funny. I don't think we need to watch the intro again. I think we already watched it with the new graphics and the new audio, so we won't need to watch the intro again. So let's start with Arrival. Cool water effects. I like the effects of the water there. Alright, playing this game on hard for the first time. We'll see what happens. Oh, these things start flipping around. Look at that. They're flipping around at me. They are flipping around. That's dangerous. You can't really judge where you should kick if they're going to be flipping around like that. This one's coming down. Stop flipping around. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Stop flipping around. Oh, I don't like them flipping around like that. God. That was making me nervous, man. That was making me nervous. Alright. Beautiful redrawn backgrounds. Eric Chahi did a good job. I really like the way he plays with light in this opening scene. Run away! Oh my god. Those things are back. How am I going to deal with that? Those slug things are back. I gotta jump over them. Oh my god. Oh, this game on hard. That worked out pretty well. I'm glad that worked out pretty well. That was pretty lucky, man. I've never played this game on hard before. I kind of don't know what to expect. I'm kind of excited about it, actually. I'm a little nervous, but I'm kind of excited about it. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get a trophy. This cage goes down a lot easier in the Super Nintendo version. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
My tuba.
My tuba. I mean, this whole game is like about this quest of getting this dude's tuba, man. He lost his tuba. You gotta go get it for him. Ah! Did I not pick up the gun? What happened? Gotta go get this guy's tuba. Namaste. I thought I picked up the gun. What happened? Because I know I was like totally pressing the thing. Yeah, I picked up the gun last time. What happened? Whatever. Hack the planet. Come on, dude. Hack that box quicker, dude. We gotta get going. I'll show you something that I've been passing over. There's actually a pretty cool cutscene if you go up. This might be cool to see in HD. That tower off in the distance, I'm pretty sure is the tower that you ascend at the end. See, I kind of like, I ignore like the unnecessary parts because like you don't need to do them, but take out these electrics. Flippin' slugs, man. Flippin' slugs. What, your door won't open? Sorry about that, bro. Seeing what happens with those feet up at the top. On the Super Nintendo version, if you just stand here long enough, one of them disappears, which is like weird. It just flashes out of existence. That looks like it hurts. See, I'm playing on different difficulties, so I'm kind of thinking they might throw more steam at me. But apparently not. Recharge my gun. Recharge my gun again. Alright. That was easy. My alien friend. Thanks for looking that up, by the way. What his name was. Or if he had a name, which I guess he does not. So now I'm playing on hard. I kind of wonder what's going to happen here. These rocks were always a pain in the neck. They seem to be coming down faster. I'm not sure. Dead ski. There you go. This screen now. Run past the stranglers. Jump past the gaping maws. I had that. I'm a little nervous playing on hard with the what I call the KLFB section coming up. That's the section with the globe that has to fall on the guy and the chandelier stuff and all that. That's, for me, that's the hardest part in the game. So I'm playing on a higher difficulty. So I don't know exactly what is going to change there, but I am a bit nervous about it. I think on the higher difficulty, the Maws seem to have a bigger reach. So I seem to be getting bitten by them when I don't think I would be normally. And I can just run past all these dudes. Run past that guy. Alright. Scare the pterodactyl. Do some stalactite hopping. Eric Chahi must have had a blast making this game. Trying to remember which button. I'm still like having a problem with the controls being switched around from the Super Nintendo version. So you spend like 3 weeks doing something and suddenly it's like the opposite. Right on. So, oh, the reason I call this the KLFB section is because that's the password. If you're playing an old school version where it didn't like have saves, that's the password for this section. So I call this the KLFB section. This section is really hard on Super Nintendo because there's a lot of slowdown and you have input lag, and that makes it really difficult to get through on the Super Nintendo version. So this part has kind of become my nightmare. Practicing the last couple weeks, but there's no input lag in the PS4 version, so. But it's still difficult because there's still a lot of things you have to do, and everything needs to work out in a very specific way. And if it doesn't, then you're kind of screwed. And like I said, I am playing on hard now too, so I don't know exactly what changes there's going to be. Like, I don't know if this guy's going to change his pattern walking underneath this thing or something. Gotta wait to hear that scream, make sure I did it right. So I think this is the fourth playthrough, and I'm still less than 2 hours in, so I'd like to do it for at least 3 hours, so I might play through it a couple more times, but we'll see. We'll see what I feel like after. Whoa, that guy throws a grenade at me. That didn't happen in the other difficulties. I did manage to kill him. I don't know if I should go back and investigate or just leave it as is. I think I'll just leave it as is. I do have to go back there to get the chandelier, though. I'm going to be prepared to jump in case that grenade's still ponging back and forth. Alright, good. This one. Or that one. Or this one. Or that one. Alright. Now, what I consider the most difficult part in the whole game. And for this, I feel like I'm going to need to refill my gun. So, refill my gun. Alright. I kind of have a method here. See, a lot of people like to box themselves in between shields. Now I do that too, but what I do is I put one shield down, another shield down, take care of the guy on my right, run past my old shields or my new shields while my old shields are about to expire, and then I'm on the other side of my new shields, and then I take care of the guy on the left. There's a lot of spacing here. You'll notice that when I'm crouched and I make a shield, the gun is pulled in closer to my body, so I tend to make shields when I'm crouched and then stand to shoot through the shields. That way I don't have to reposition my body. So there's kind of this whole thing that you have to do. It's a whole methodology. It can get very complicated, and when everybody's shooting at you, and I don't know what the new difficulty is going to be, there might be grenades involved, so this could be potentially a very difficult proposition here. So put down 3 shields. I forgot to crouch. Alright, now see, this is the part where I'm curious if that guy is still dead up there with the, or not dead, but knocked out with the globe and whatnot. My shield's really fast. I don't know if I should go back and double check everything or... Let's take a look. I can run into this screen real quick and run back. Let's take a look and see. Yep, he's alive. Oh, alright. It's because I died, so That probably means the chandelier needs to be shot down again, too. What to do first? Let's take the chandelier out first. I never know, like, who's going to respawn. But I really need to, oh, God, that guy. I forgot. That guy was there on normal, too, so I should have saw that coming, but I didn't. Alright. Ah. A little delayed reaction there. Okay, now the chandelier is down. But that guy was back. That doesn't make any sense. And that guy's gone. Okay. And that guy's back. It almost feels random. Like, you know, like, what's going on here? Like, I don't know, there's no, like, logic here. I have to run through all the motions every time just to make sure that everything is working. If I miss this, everything gets messed up and I have to start over. Thank God. Recharge my gun. Now, I already checked the chandelier, so I know the chandelier is down. That guy is knocked out. So I think I'm good. This section here is already taken care of. I shouldn't have any guys coming in. Yeah, alright. I think I'm good. This is playing on hard, by the way. Probably the way it works on hard. Don't go up.